Alright, Ronan MMA, welcome back to the channel. I woke up to some news. I don't know if would call it news or not, but I woke up to a few Instagram posts, because that's my news, talking about how Islam Makhachev is already talking about retirement based on the wishes of his mother. I don't believe that to be the case. I have my own theory on why he may or may not already be contemplating retirement. I am going to give you those theories of mine and talk about why I don't believe the theory that that his mother is asking him to, and that he might respect his wishes and all that jazz. So, but before I do, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm getting good subscriber numbers. I like it. I appreciate it. But I think about 80% of you have still not yet subscribed. So please, if you would be so kind, I will thank you in advance. Thank you very much for your subscription. I'm making upgrades. I've got a new camera. It's coming on Thursday, so I can put out better content for you guys. So please reward me with your subscription, and thank you very much. Now, Islam says that I don't have the direct quote right in front of me. I'll paraphrase slightly. He says, like, brother, my mother says that she wants me to retire, brother. That Habib listened to his mother. Why are you going to listen to yours? Now, the reason why I don't believe that to be the case, or why I wouldn't just take at face value that the reason that these guys retire is because their mums asked them to, is because somebody tell me, I could be wrong. And I do know, I'll preface, I do know that everybody loves and respects their mother. I think that certain cultures may love and respect their mothers to different degrees, but I know that everybody loves and respects their moms. What I would ask, though, is that since when have traditional Muslim men given a flying fuck what the women in their lives think? Somebody? I don't know, man. This is coming from a guy who, well, he didn't say it himself, but his coach did, and he never said that he disagreed with his coach's position. I would imagine they have the same position on this matter. This is coming from guys who don't even want the ring girls to have a job. And look, in terms of politics, like, I mean, in my country, I would probably fall on the more conservative spectrum, and I enjoy a nice ring girl from time to time. Like, you can be a more traditional man and still appreciate the finer things in life, right? And then these guys who don't even want ring girls to have jobs are like, brother, mother says I must do this, so I must do this, brother. Like, bro, get real. With Habib, I could kind of understand it because, well, I could come up with reasons why I could understand it. I could understand it because his dad had just died. Therefore, he's only got one parent left. So at that point, it's not really more or less, or it's not mother versus father kind of thing, like mother's wishes versus father wishes kind of thing. It's like my only parent's wishes. So that's a little bit different. But Islam even says, brother, completely different from mother and father. Father watch all fight, and mother wants me to quit. So I could be wrong. Somebody can tell me if I am. But the last time I checked, I think that men's opinions matter a hell of a lot more in traditional Muslim societies. I would imagine that growing up, any argument Islam Makhachev heard going on between his parents, bro, I'll say that his father was probably, brother, number one undefeated, undisputed household argument champion of all time, ever. I highly doubt that there was ever a time when his mother won an argument, and I just don't see that being the case now. If his dad still likes to watch his fights, why is he just going to listen to what his mom wants him to quit? And very, very convenient that it comes right after his hardest fight in his career against a much smaller man. And right after, and this is my theory on it, a brutal, brutal weight cut to the point where the weigh-in show people were let known ahead of time Islam Makhachev may not make weight, to the point where, whether you guys believe it or not, he may or may not have used an IV. The fact that there's even a controversy around that, or rumors about that, or even people claiming that they have evidence of that, that doesn't happen at every pay-per-view event. I think that these guys, and who am I to talk about their bravery or whatever? But I think that they are legitimately afraid to lose. And when I say that they're afraid, like, I'm not trying to shit on them, guys. Like, Dustin Poirier said something very insightful, and it was a great quote, and I wish he cut it off before he said the rest of the quote, because he made it cringy. He made it sound like he was an actor in some, like, bullshit fucking motorcycle club movie, but he said, without fear, there is no bravery. Done, Dustin. Shut up. Because then he said, now let's rock. Let's rock, brother. There is no bravery without fear, brother. Now let's rock. Sounds like some stupid movie line. If he would have cut it off before he said the let's rock shit. Great quote. And he's right, though. He is right. I don't know where he got that from, but he is right. There is no bravery without fear. And so I'm sure that everybody feels some sort of level of fear before they step into the octagon, but what I would really like to see from one of these guys, and yes, I'm talking about the fucking Dagestanis, or even I had some people talking shit telling me I'm dancing around the subject. You know, not, yeah, they're all Muslim, but like I did a video on Russian bias, and Magomed Ankalaev was one of the subjects, and I don't know what his religion is. I've never heard him talk about it, so that's why when I was talking about it, I said Russians. But yeah, these guys that come from Khabib's camp that are from Dagestani that tend to be Muslim, have we seen any of them go up in weight and attempt something crazy? I don't. And I think it's because they don't want to be afraid or to feel like they're going to lose or to have their skill set exposed by somebody that actually probably weighs closer to what they weigh. Right? That's the thing that bugs me, man. Like, the narrative that Khabib is a weight bully is basically non-existent unless you go to some, like, real fucking anti-Dagestani terrorist squad shit, like forums and Reddit or whatever, but he kind of was, dude. Like, when he was at the peak of his career, I remember hearing rumors that he walked around at, like, 196. That's a 40-pound weight cut. You could cut 25 pounds, which would still be a big cut, and weigh in at 170. And you could fight guys that may have a couple inches in height on you, but that's you're not trying to, like, pick a guy apart at range. You're trying to get in on the guy and take him down. So I don't know that it matters if Kamaru Usman's 6'1" or not. But I really, truly think that is more likely the scenario than it is all of these extremely traditional Muslim men just listen to the women in their family. Like, come on, dude. Somebody can tell me if I'm wrong on this, but I just don't see that being the case, dude. And I think that it's extremely coincidental after it came. This quote from him is coming right after he had one of the toughest weight cuts of his career, to the point where, again, whether you guys believe it or... Dude, gun to my head, he took a fucking IV. Okay, gun to my head. If I had to guess right now, with all the evidence that I have, he took an IV. Point blank, period. You guys can disagree. Somebody left in my comments that, brother, these guys number one respectful fighters and discipline. They would not use IV unless UFC was okay and this shit. No, fuck you. That's not true at all. If they were disciplined, why did Khabib miss weight the same week he was eating tiramisu on a Tuesday? When the weigh-ins are on fucking Saturday. How disciplined is that, brother? Maybe they're not drinking. Maybe they're not doing drugs. Maybe they're not fucking bitches. But, brother, they can't stop themselves when it comes to the food, brother. Number one, undefeated, undisputed, tiramisu. Like, to say that because they are disciplined means they wouldn't do something, like, that's fucking bullshit. I don't want to hear that, dude. Especially if they were told by their little snitch fucking manager, Ali Abdelaziz, who apparently the only thing he can do right is, well, talent scout and snitch. Because he basically all but said, hey, you fucking idiots, you're allowed to take an entire 2-liter fucking IV when the rule in the other commissions is like 100 milliliters. And in Australia, it's not even the case. Like, I did a video on this a while ago, and it was after that, before the information came out that there was 0 IV use whatsoever in the Australian Commission. So I was wrong on that, but Ali Abdelaziz, man, he's a great snitch. Can't take that away from him. So, camera's out of focus, but first take I make mistakes, just keep it. Only 2 days until I get a new camera and it'll fucking focus. This is ridiculous, dude. I'm right in front of you. I ain't moving around that much. My face. Okay. So, I don't believe that... I just don't buy it, man. Oops, I punched my fucking microphone. I don't buy it. They retire because mother says so, brother. Like, fuck off, dude. You're wrong. You know what I would do if my mom told me to retire something that I love doing? And, by the way, I come from a society and a culture where women essentially have an equal voice, you know, for better or for worse. And if my mom said, you know, you've got to stop doing that because of X, Y, Z, I would say, hey, mom, fuck you. I ain't doing it. I would be like Jordan Belfort in fucking Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. That's what I would do. Islam should say that to his mom. Mom, I'm not fucking leaving. Mom, don't fucking tell me what to do. Number one, pound for pound, undisputed. Except he can't claim any of those accolades, so it's going to be real funny when he retires. It's going to be real funny to hear his retirement speech and his argument for why he's the GOAT, because he doesn't have the same kind of argument that Habib has, and Habib has a shit argument. If there's anybody in here who thinks that Habib is the GOAT, leave me a legitimate argument in the comment section down below so I can read it, because I don't see it whatsoever. That's just me, though. But then imagine Islam in his retirement speech. He's like, not undefeated and barely undisputed, number one, pound for pound. No, actually, though, and the greatest of all time champion. Like, he doesn't, like, the media members bowed to Habib when he did that. That bugged me, if I'm being honest, dude. And he basically claimed GOAT status. And it's like, no, you don't get to do that. You don't get to take the few things away that, like, the fans have, you know? Dude, I shaved some of my face and I'm kind of regretting it, but it'll grow back. No worries. No worries, it will grow back. No worries, it will grow back, and then I can make my beard like Abe Lincoln so I can look like all these guys from Dagestan. But I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of it. They don't deserve GOAT status. And if he retires, I don't want to hear people saying, oh, he respect mother, brother, so he's number one good guy because he respect his mother's wishes. Fuck off. Fuck off. He quit because he can't cut the weight anymore. And he doesn't want to go fight guys that are actually his own weight, so he's quitting. And that's just me, dude. That's just my opinion. And I'm not even shitting on him because a lot of guys do it too. It's not just these guys. But these guys have figured out the best excuse. Saying that it's your mother's wishes, dude. What a way to get all the, like, super feminine people on your side. Like, aw, he respecting mother's wishes? Yeah, brother, number one, respect mother's wishes. Number one, respect mother's wishes because she always make me food and she always clean my room. And so, number one, I always listen to her. Get lost, dude. Tell me in the comments what you guys think. If you think that Islam is retiring because of his mother's wishes, or if he's retiring because he can't make weight and he doesn't want to get fucking flatlined again before his career's over, because that would disappoint Habib, brother. Okay? And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to go do a video on Aljamain Sterling and Henry Cejudo because there was good news yesterday. So I'm glad I took the day off from making videos. So again, new camera comes Thursday. So we're making upgrades. So appreciate it. And please like and subscribe. I will thank you in advance. Thank you very much. And I will see you at the next video. Bye-bye.